Men please vent to women, they do care, it's a trap. TS 1989, Swifties, shut up and take my money. Historians. Bro, that's plus 30 light armor. Fun Australian fact, this kangaroo is waiting for pursuers to come into the water with him where he will try to drown them. They are extremely good at it. Never ever go into water with a kangaroo. Everything has lots of innovative ways to chill you here. Just lost my third patient this week. You're chilling it. If Marx was born today he would be a baby. We had 24-hour Walmarts and $1 McChickens. We had it all. In 2009 rapper Coolio attempted to stage dive at a student gig in Stoke-on-Trent, England, but the crowd parted and he fell to the ground. While he was on the ground his shoes and other belongings were stolen. My parents are watching a movie on the couch. Little do they know I'm about to blast my dad's Tinder on the screen. Ask your dad for money in exchange for keeping it secret and then tell your mom anyways. Reddit, what is the most intelligent thing your pet had ever done? My cat yawned so I stuck a finger in his mouth. He sort of stared at me curiously as he shut his mouth but didn't bite down hard. A few minutes later he's sitting on my chest and I yawn. He proceeds to put his whole paw in my mouth. Scientists found a cure for f***ism. Why am I chuckling so hard? The cure for f***ism is politically motivated threats of brutal physical violence. That's literally fact. Yeah, remember how we defeated f***ism in World War II through polite conversation. Slow internet. Also the slow internet when there is an ad. A piece of food just large enough to get stuck in your throat and chill you. A piece of fun size food. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Men really live like this and see no problem. You gotta pick a less appealing image to make your point because this looks effing awesome. One time my teacher gave me an F on a paper and wrote "see me after school" on it and I was stressing all day about it, but when I went later to ask her what was wrong with it, she changed the F to an A and said, "You were piss me off this week. I wanted you to suffer for a few hours," and I didn't trust her for the rest of the year. I just took 5 back-to-back shots. Damn, they was drilling Yoshi. I was talking about alcohol. What the F is you talking about me? Don't hit the wall or draw 25. Ayrton Senna. Waldo. Found him. Sonic says, if you want to become a millionaire just put a kid with severe autism in front of a camera and wait for the money to start rolling in. You won't be able to handle this. The whole time. How the F do people just stay motivated their entire lives? What drives you? I got out of bed once and I have been exhausted ever since. You need to learn to hate life to the point where you want to get revenge on existence itself. Best advice ever. Me, laying in bed can't sleep, whips out phone, fires up ton and starts one out. Everyone monitoring my sleep study. If you see this post it means you are a loyal fan of Minions. Hit like and tell us where you are from. I keep telling you, Beaumont, Illinois. I love the smell of deportations in the morning. Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War. Remember friend, a $5 iced latte a day is $25 a week, $100 a month, $1,200 a year. After 10 years, that's $12,000, which is still nowhere near enough to put a down payment on a house, so enjoy your espresso in peace. Christopher Nolan's Tenet turns 5. How Nolan's most divisive film has also garnered a dedicated fan base preaching its gospel. Somewhere in this movie's world there is a person taking a sheep but it's going inside of them. NHS surgeon who had his legs removed to satisfy his ill interest is jailed for fraud. How come when the Hulk smashes everything he's incredible, but when I do I'm a whole wow? The Hulk smashes bad guys and saves the world. You smash guys named Chaz, Chad and Cooper and spread diseases. Back in my day we worked a lot harder than you kids today. Your soda used to have powder in it, you effing dinosaur. I think you gave me That wasn't very nice. I'm going to pretend this text doesn't exist. Look, you didn't use a balloon and I haven't exactly slept with anyone else since, and this lab work says it's positive and it can lay doormat for a while. This is your cousin Josh. That's not what my contact name says, but I will hereby not be going to any more family gatherings. This never happened. I'm sure it's effective, because my child was crushed and put inside that charm after all. Average Dark Souls item description. If it was bloodborne it would be a consumable. Flintstone gummies type she. This is how real couples sleep. Nobody cuddles all night. I don't know what kind of fairyland you'll live in. When your son asks you why he has to study, show him this photo. When your daughter asks you why she has to study, show her this photo. Hey Justin, whenever I watch your channel I always get ads for anime expos. Thought you should be aware of that. You couldn't torture that kind of info out of me. Yeah, remember how horrifically RAC everything was back then? Yeah, that was the good times, take me back. Congrats to us. Update. He divorced me. Thank you guys, I'm okay. He decided to stay with his wife and kids. Me riding into the sunset after the genie misunderstood my wish. Me visits Japan. Also me wondering if Godzilla was just a normal sized lizard. There's nothing more satisfying than being prettier than your ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Fact that he's not going for just looks anymore means you taught him a valuable lesson. What's the game? Plays the game. The characters. Angry Birds. What I did in the bathroom at the fire station should be a crime. Are you that dude who comes to our station through the back door and blows up the toilet? Be nice to the 38-year-old in your freshman lecture and be nice to the fat people at the gym. Those people are putting themselves in extreme anxiety-inducing situations in attempt to try to better themselves. Just a smile or even a quick conversation can mean so much. Scientists in Japan have developed a new kind of plastic that dissolves in seawater within hours. Prank balloons is all I can think. So after this stunt, Blaze is okay now. He needs to be cancelled for this. This is absolutely awful. This guy wins the lottery and 2 days later meets the love of his life. How effing lucky can you get? Can we go to the gym tomorrow? Sure baby. Oh boy, here we go. You will lie in 5 seconds. Emma Watson announces she's self-partnered and clarifies what it means. If you get molested, call the police. Divorced 40-year-old dudes setting their Tinder age range like 54 to 19. Chilling floor. God, I'm gonna be all over this game when it comes out. Unsized style. The best thing about dogs is you can act like something really good just happened and they'll instantly start celebrating too. They have no idea what the context is, they are just always ready to party no matter what. He's probably thinking about other women. Him, -4 degrees looks like a guy taking a shit. Women only. Why did you once and never went back? On my stomach and off. Blocked him. Lauren Bacall. My favorite Hayao Miyazaki fact is that he infamously did not give a shit about any of the American releases for his movies until he found out Lauren Bacall was in the Howl's Moving Castle dub and immediately hopped on a flight so he could sit next to her at the premiere. National Mobile Phone Emergency Alert Test set to clash with Sunday matinees. Something is seriously wrong. Train X hormone pills are driving extreme violence and should be banned. Thanos lied in the shoes he hated. 100 lied in the debt he hated. 100 lied in the game he wanted to play. 100 lied knowing he couldn't play one more game. Calls me RAC. Me. Sells her back to the African traders. Entire African. Returns her. Doubles tariffs. Imagine if they took the Statue of Liberty down and found loads of skeletons inside and it turned out the French had just failed a Trojan mission. They come in parts, need to assemble the wagon by yourself. Enjoy the DIY pleasure. Hey, can someone remind me to cancel my Spotify premium in 3 months? You should cancel your Spotify premium. Holy F, thank you, I completely forgot. Breaking. Giorgio Armani tragically lies aged 91 just as brand celebrates 50 years. What made it tragic? He was one stamp away from a free frozen yogurt. What kind of god would allow something like that? Every invention has its cheap carbon copy. Say half of your name and then let a stranger finish it. I wanna laugh. I'm not doing this. Why would girls choose the entitled and misogynistic jocks instead of the quiet nerds whose attitudes towards women are exactly on par with the jocks but who are less attractive?
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.